Hello friends, today I'm going to be redoing what I refer to as my ugly shelf. If you've ever seen any of my how I store my Kpop album videos, you know I have 3 shelves in my bedroom and 1 shelf in a guest room that's attached to my room because, let's be real, we don't ever get any guests at my house. Except for this past weekend, we did have a guest, so I decided to take this opportunity and finally reorganize the shelf because it's just seemed really ugly and it's been bothering me. It's been on my list of things to do for a long time. So disclaimer, you don't need to have super aesthetically pleasing shelves. That's not what this video is trying to promote. This was all my personal preference, and like I said, it's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, so you definitely don't need super pleasing shelves. It was just something that I really wanted to do, thus why I did it. So let's go over everything I got for this. I bought some supplies. I bought most of this on Amazon, so I will link everything down below in case you want to pick any of this stuff up for your own shelves. The shelf that I'm referring to is like this metal wire shelf that I bought at like Target or something when I first moved in. I didn't really want to buy a new shelf for this project, so we're working with what we have. I did buy these shelf covers though, because my main issue with this shelf has always been, besides that it's ugly, is that there's holes in between like the bars on the wire shelf, so things will fall, and so I wanted to be able to stack things better. So I thought getting shelf covers on Amazon and like using these would help with that a lot. I didn't like the clear color and there was no solid white option that I could find, so I decided to buy like this contact paper stuff that I've seen people use before and cover the shelf liners with that, and this was an absolutely horrible idea. I regret this a lot. So it was a disaster. I ended up buying spray paint instead. I also bought these lights because that's a fun time. I really thought that lights would kind of add some, I don't know, something fun to the shelves, and I think lights on shelves are so freaking pretty, and so I bought some. And then I bought some more stands for my signed albums to show them off because I have some. These are just ones that I had previously, but I get questions about these all the time, so I'll definitely link these down below. These are great. I started off by taking everything off my shelf, which I did film, so here's a little fun montage video of that. I really wanted to go through everything on this shelf and like decide what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to give away, because I, first of all, for books, don't read anymore. I just don't have time in my life to read, so the fact that I have so many books currently is just ridiculous. Like, I don't need this many books. Also, this is a more like channel related topic. I've been thinking about downsizing my K-pop album collection for most of 2019, I would say, and I thought that, you know, I would be okay with it, and then I really just decided I can't collect as many groups as I do. I can make a whole separate video about it, but the short version of this is that I still love every group that you see on my shelves and that you have seen on my shelves in the past. If I've decided to sell their albums away, then that does not mean I don't love the group anymore. Like I said, I can make an entire video about how I decided what to keep and what not to keep. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I ended up going through everything at midnight because that's a classic Carolyn thing to do. So I didn't record that, but then it was time to prepare my shelves before I put everything back on. I will say that the books I did end up donating and the albums I will list on my new trade and sale Instagram, which currently has 0 photos on it, but I promise you they are coming. So go ahead and follow that Twitter or that Instagram account. That is where I'm going to be doing all of my trades from now on. What I did was I decided to spray paint the shelf covers like I said. It was an adventure in itself. I didn't buy these from Amazon, I just bought this from Michael's, which is like a just arts and crafts store in the United States. I bought a white one and then I also bought like a matte cover. It was like 200 degrees the day that I did this. I'm not even exaggerating. I waited till like 2 in the afternoon on a Saturday where it was so hot to do this, but I did 3 coats of the white spray paint and then I did 1 top coat, and they're not perfect. I like them a lot, but I don't love them, but they get the job done, and my main issue was that I could see through them, and I really didn't like being able to see through them, and now you can't see through them. I let everything dry outside and all of that, then I placed them upside down. There was no paint coming off of them when I like scratched it or anything, but just in case, I really didn't want to get paint on my Kpop albums, so I only painted one side of the shelf liners, so I just flipped them upside down, so the side that's touching the albums doesn't actually have any paint on it. Then I forgot to hit record when I was putting everything back on my shelves, which is also traditional Carolyn fashion, but let's go through everything that is on the shelves. The first shelf, the very top shelf, is still a lot of like my college diploma, random pictures and things, just a couple of things I wanted to keep up here. I did get rid of some things that were on this shelf because it was too much. The second shelf is the books I decided to keep, that because sometimes I do like go on vacation and like to bring a book with me. I just don't really read when I'm at home, and I wanted to keep some classics and just some of my favorite books, but I did get it down to 1 shelf instead of 2, which is super exciting. My third shelf is my like Luna card 101 plus 101 like solo subunit group things. I just wanted to keep everything kind of like the same shape and size, and then I put all of my signed albums in front. Well, some of them. I had more than I thought I did, which is weird. My fourth shelf is more of my active groups. We have like New East, NCT, ATEEZ, Promise 9, ATEEZ 1, ATEEZ, CIX, and some more signed albums, and also my NCT tour bus because look how freaking cute. And then the last shelf is still kind of ugly, but it's a lot less ugly than it used to be. It's a lot of active groups, or a lot of inactive groups and some active groups that aren't as high on my bias list. Plus I have all of the JYP pre-order stuff right there in the middle, because does anyone ever know what to do with those things? I really don't. As you can see, all of the shelves still have room to grow, which was my main goal, because let's be real, after October, we're gonna have a lot more albums on these shelves. Finally, I wanted to add my lights. The ones I originally bought that I showed you at the beginning of this video were like a white blue light, and I thought that would be okay, but when I put them all up, I liked the effect, but I hated the color, so I ended up buying these yellow gold lights instead, which are so gorgeous, and I'm literally obsessed, and now I want to buy lights for all of my shelves because I think they're so freaking pretty, but I'm going to try to wait until I move out to do that. But yes, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will say the girl who ended up staying in this room thought that it was a very nice shelf. It looks way better than it used to. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's kind of a mess. I kind of decided halfway through filming this that I didn't want to film it, and then I like started filming it again, and I don't really know. So yes, that's why you got voiceover Carolyn today. But let me know what your K-pop shelves look like down in the comment section down below, and if you want to see what albums I have coming in October, that's also in the description box. Let me know what other kind of organization videos you'd like to see from me. And yes, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye!